Hi, it's Murray from resurrectedman.com and author of The Man Plan. What I want to tell you today is stop weighing yourself, because the scales are lying to you. And the reason they're lying to you is because they're not really giving you any indication about what your body composition is. So 1 cup of muscle is twice the weight of 1 cup of fat. So as you start transforming yourself, what's going on is you're losing fat and you're gaining muscle. So if you are only measuring the success of that process by standing on the scales, you're going to be getting false information, because you could be much less fat and much more muscle, but when you get on the scales, it says that nothing is really happening. You seem to be approximately the same weight, and that can be really discouraging. So what you should do instead is take a reliable outcome measure, and they are probably there's 3 things I would recommend. The first one would be is take some shots of yourself. Take some body shots from the front, from both sides, and from the back. Okay, and that's going to be a reference for later on when we take the after photos. The second thing I would recommend is take some tape measurements. So go around the neck, around the chest, around the waist, around the hips, around the thighs, around the calves. That's pretty simple, and around the biceps. Record those measurements, and again, we're going to come back and see how they change. So we want this measurement here to be bigger, we want the measurement around the waist to be smaller, and so on. And the third one is I would just do a pinch test. So this is the one that I rely on the most. Probably the 2 things I rely on the most is how I look in the mirror, and also the pinch test. And so what I do is pretty much on a daily basis is I will just pinch here, and that just gives me a very quick and easy indication of what my fat levels are. So I pinch it, and I can recall what it felt like the day before. And so I just hope that if I keep doing what I'm doing, that becomes a smaller and smaller and smaller pinch. And if it doesn't, and I'm looking in the mirror and I seem to be looking the same, even though I'm continuing my journey towards becoming leaner, if that's what I'm doing at that stage, because sometimes I just want to maintain, sometimes I want to get leaner, then if I see that I'm not really budging, the pinch is staying the same, and my mirror image is staying the same, then what I would do is I will tweak my regimen. Usually what I'll do is I'll tweak my diet. Usually my exercise is fine. I don't really need to do more exercise than what I'm currently doing. But what I'll do is I'll tweak my diet, and maybe I'll start having my last meal earlier in the day, or I'll cut out another thing from my diet which I'm eating on a regular basis, which I know is not perfect, or it could be better. And by just doing those 2 simple measures, looking in the mirror, doing the pinch test, I'm able to really control and steer myself towards my goal. But I know that if I was looking at the scales and I could see that my weight isn't budging, then that could really throw me off and discourage me, and then I lose enthusiasm and I stop doing what I'm doing. So if you are weighing yourself and you're using that as the primary measure by which you decide if you're having success, then stop it, because I'm telling you, it's not doing you any favors. All right? Because you're not losing weight. That's not really our goal. Our goal is to transform ourselves physically and change the body composition from what it is right now to more muscle and less fat. And the scales are never going to tell you if you're doing that successfully or not. All right, so that's all. Take this on board and do those 2 tests, 3 tests, and then start your regimen today. Okay, thanks. Bye.